like, share, subscribe. HCB2 World.
Hey, what is going on, guys? Heroes Come Back 2 here, and this video is actually for the newer YouTubers. I just finished up my first year of YouTubing myself, and at the posting of this video, I'm currently sitting at 215 subscribers. But starting out, there was a bunch of stuff that I wish someone would have helped me out with. So I'm trying to pay it forward a little bit, and this video is kind of just going to give you guys directions in terms of maybe what equipment to get, or stuff that you can buy and use in software and stuff like that, for the cheap, so you don't have to break yourselves trying to start out. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Alright, so starting off with cameras, the very first camera that I got for my YouTube videos was actually a pretty cheap one. If you're not looking to spend a ton of money and you really just want something cheap that can help you start out, I suggest the Logitech C920, which it puts out 720, and it only costs $20. When I first picked it up, I got it from Walmart for $20 bucks, and it was actually really not that bad. The only thing that really sucks about it is that you're gonna have to make sure you're in good lighting. If you're not in good lighting, your video quality will suffer. But for $20 and something that can get you started, that's actually not too bad. In terms of the camera I am currently using, the one I'm currently using is a really good camera, and it is the Fujifilm XP90. It's shockproof, drop-proof, waterproof, and it is awesome. And I think this one can actually put out 720. Another cool thing about it is that it can do videos at up to 320 frames per second. Downside though, the higher the quality of your video is, the longer it takes to upload on YouTube with this camera. So that's kind of downside. Another downside about this camera is that I paid $200 for it. So if you're not looking to spend that much, you can just disregard all of this. Now, with this camera, it actually has a really good mic on it. So if you're kind of looking for a 2-in-1 deal, you can actually grab this camera and you won't have to worry about purchasing a mic. But if you're kind of balling on a budget, so to speak, you can just bypass this one. In terms of my actual microphone that I actually use a blue Snowball. I picked this one up at Best Buy for $40, but it must have been on sale or something, because when I looked again, it was $70. Now, depending on when you're watching this video, it can either A, be cheaper, or B, maybe you can find it somewhere for the dirt cheap. Maybe someone's selling it online in like Amazon or eBay or something like that. I love this microphone. It's very clear, and it has 3 settings. So if you feel like your tone or whatever is getting stale, you can switch it up a little bit. I think $40 really isn't that much to spend in terms of getting a good microphone, but depending on who you are and what your money looks like, it might be a lot to you. So if you don't want to go that route, you might want to check to see if your laptop or whatever you're using has a built-in microphone. Now, in terms of intros and stuff like that, if you actually like the intro that I had to this video, I actually did it on a website called flixpress.com. Flix being FLIXPRESS.com. The fire one that was at the very beginning of this video actually did cost $8, but they also have ones that are free on there as well. Now, I think that's a good website to get your intros from, only because I haven't seen too many people use it. So hopefully people haven't caught on to it by now, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, in terms of video editing software, I'm actually using software called Movavi Video Editor 12. I absolutely 100% vouch for it, and I love it to death. The good thing about Movavi is that it's very user friendly, so if you guys aren't really tech savvy, you can really jump into it. Now, the downside, however, is that it costs $40. It seems like everything I get costs $40, but yeah, it costs $40. So I can tell you, for me, it was definitely $40 well spent, and I don't regret it whatsoever. It can do chroma key, picture-in-picture, voiceovers. It has transition effects. It has photo effects. You can change the volume on your actual video part or your actual sound part. It's amazing. I love it. So if you're looking for something that's cheap and it'll help you edit your videos really well, I suggest you pick it up. I get complimented on my editing all the time, and it's really thanks to Movavi. Now, if you don't want to spend $40 on Movavi, the very first editing program I used was Movie Windows Maker. That one is free and it's extremely easy to use. The only downside is it's very simplistic, so you can't really get fancy with it in terms of green screen effects and stuff like that. But if you're actually trying to make your videos for cheap, 9 times out of 10 you don't have a green screen anyway. So, alright, in terms of my thumbnails, I use a program called Gimp 2. That too is extremely easy to use and it's free. So if you download Gimp 2, you can actually piece together your own thumbnails and they can look pretty legit. In terms of how to do thumbnails, basically all I do is go to Google, I find the background, and then depending on what my video is about, I find images on Google as well. When I search the images, I always make sure that they're PNG, because those are the type of images that you can layer on each other and they won't have any background. It'll just have whatever the picture is. So for me, I do anime. If I'm looking for like Goku, I'll type in Goku PNG and I can find a picture of Goku with no background, and I can just lay that image on top of whatever I want. In terms of the lettering, I use a website that I absolutely love. It's called flamingtext.com. It has a shit ton of fonts you can use, and you can adjust those fonts to look and do whatever you want. Some of them have a fire effect, some of them have a chrome effect. There's a ton. If you have a second, check it out and you'll see what I'm talking about. You can change the color, the outline, give them a glow effect. There's just a ton of stuff you can do with it. On top of Flaming Text, I also use one called Cool Text, which is damn near kind of the same as Flaming Text, but it just has a few different options. Well guys, that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you found it useful. In terms of what I was trying to do with it, I really just wanted to help the newer guys out, because a lot of times, man, you see guys and you see their thumbnails and their editing and stuff like that, and you know that they don't really have any direction. And I know me starting out myself, I really wish I would have been able to turn to someone and ask them, what I could use or what I should be buying to get my career started. So hopefully you guys found this video useful. If you did, please smash that like button. Also be sure to subscribe, because I definitely got some cool stuff on here, and depending on what you're into, you might find something that you might like. If you decide not to subscribe, that's alright too. I really just want to make this video to help you guys out and kind of give you a push in the right direction. As always guys, I'm Heroes Come Back 2. Thanks for stopping in. Peace.